thought I would go live, scheduled it at 4 o'clock, and then scheduled it for tomorrow night. Way to go, me. I will be going to a local vending event next weekend. It's called Depot Days. It's at the train depot. It happens once a year. It's a pretty big event for the area. Lots of people come out. There we go. So I realized Monday that it was next weekend, and that meant that I only have this week, this weekend, and next week before the actual show. And in my brain, for whatever reason, I had it that I had at least 2 more weekends before the event. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. So now I've been like panicking all week. And not that I don't have inventory, because I do, but I guess those of us that do this always feel like we don't have enough. So anyway, trying to focus on some smaller items that I could put together quickly to have for my show, because I have several of my larger bags and pieces from my other shows this summer. And I've been kind of focusing on more holiday themed, Halloween, so that, because it is next weekend, which is only 1 weekend from October, and y'all know how I feel about spooky season. I love all the holidays, but Halloween is definitely my fave. I could do Halloween year round, and I don't know what I'm doing because I just clip that together and it doesn't go together. So I am making some car trash cans out of, I've got 3 cut out here that I'm gonna sew up. And I have 1 more on my table, but I'll have to change my thread, so we'll see how far I get. This is a free pattern from More Me Know. It's from Lauren, and you can get it on her website. I just got it today, actually. I've not ever made this pattern. Seems pretty easy, straightforward. I'll let you know how it goes here in a minute. As I continue to clip all of these pieces together, apparently backwards. Anyway. But I just thought I can go live now, so I should get on a live and talk to myself, and then it'll be a fun time. Emily has soccer practice tomorrow night, So I knew I wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow. That's also causing extra pressure, I guess, for this whole show. Only have one weekend left before it happens. And if you're hanging out with me, say hi, chat with me. Just gonna, eventually I will sew something for my content, I guess. But yeah, Emily has soccer practice tomorrow night, and of course I have to work tomorrow, and then Friday night, and I have to work Friday, and then Friday night Chloe has a football game, and I am working the concession stand. And I found out today that I have to be there at 5, and it runs until 11, which I think it runs until the game is over, but I know last week they had an away game, and I got the message at like 11:15 that they were heading back to the band room. So anyway, let's see. So this print is cotton woven from Brittany at the Emporium. It was in her Halloween pre-order. There may be some retail left, but if it is, I'm not certain. And then the other print that I have cut out right now is this Gabby's Dollhouse. Emily may decide that this one needs to go in my car. But it's the new ripstop from Soulful Therapy, I think. I know it's ripstop. I'm pretty sure it's from Soulful Therapy. But Emily and I love some Gabby's Dollhouse, so she may decide that this one doesn't get to go in the market, that it's going in the car, especially since it'll hang on the back seat, and that's where she sits, and she'll get to see it all the time. So anyway, so evidently in my rush to cut these out, I didn't cut them very well, or maybe I'm just talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing and clipped it funny. But anyway, it's like it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. So these are pretty quick to cut out, I will say. I wouldn't say that I'm the fastest cutter by no means, and I was going through and cleaning up, and of course the rest of the ones that I have picked out that I'm gonna make are like waterproof canvas both exterior and lining. And they won't need any interfacing, but this ripstop was really, really thin, so I put the, what's it called? Cotton Firm from Wizardry on here, and it made it really nice. I like the way it is. We'll see how it sews up. So anyway, so I just got my 2 pieces clipped together there, and get these other 2 clipped together, and then I'll be ready to do some sewing. So my last bag that I finished last night, I was using Fairy Floss, and that's what's on my machine, and I had I had extra bobbins left. So when I was picking, or when I was deciding which ones I was gonna sew, I was like, well, I want to try to batch sew so I can do them quicker, and I didn't want to have to change my thread a bunch of times, because I made a bunch of cell phone slings and did not even consider my thread choices. And I think I changed my thread for like every 2 that I made, and that got old real quick when I was trying to batch sew all of them together. So, and I totally just clipped that together and didn't put my tag on there. Real smart. Okay. Let's see where I want to put this. Emily's playing soccer for the first time, and she's so far loving it. Even they had 2 practices, and before they've had 3 now, and she has practice tomorrow. But before the 3rd practice, she wanted to skip practice and go to the volleyball game with her cousin, and I'm like, it's only your 3rd practice. I don't think so. So she wasn't real happy with me, but I told her she could get over it. Let's see. Thinking right about, that looks good. So I'm just adding my cork tag. Where's the camera? There we go. From Heartwood and Hide. I need to order some more. I've been making all these things and using them up. And I ordered some colors that I wasn't, like, I liked the colors. I just wasn't sure how often that I would use them. So I only got like, I think the minimum is set to 5. And the ones that I thought I would use the least are actually the ones I've used the most. So anyway, let's slide this over and make some room. I guess everybody will listen to me talk to myself while I sew tonight. Apparently there's some awards something on. when I was out here last night, Shane was watching the debate. I was like, more power to you. You have fun with that. We can do a little ASMR sewing. Just silence in my machine. We'll see. There we go. I debated putting tags on these because I was like, do I really want to not waste, but use the last of my tags? If I get everything made that I want to make before next weekend, I probably won't have any left. But then I don't want to put stuff out at my show that doesn't have my logo on it. So, tags it is. Oh, I just realized that the machine is shaking the camera. I may have to move that. Or I'll know, I guess, for next. Yeah. I'll sew this tagline and then I'll do it. I will move it to my side table. Got this little arm thing that holds the camera for me. And I have it clamped on my machine table. But I wasn't thinking about when I was sewing that it would shake the camera. I don't know how to make that not happen besides moving it. Let me see if I can shift it around. Hey, Nicole. I'm sorry, it's shaking and you've got a really up close view of my face. I don't know how to pause it or if I even can. Yeah. Let's go for a little ride. I realized that I was shaking the camera with my machine. Sorry if anybody gets motion sick. All right. Let's see. There we go. That may be better anyway. I'll have to remember that. Nicole, what are you up to tonight? I've been sitting here talking to myself and all the future people that will watch this. And I guess I should have looked to see. Maybe I can look at it on here. What my okay. Just making some car trash cans. Nicole, I'm making the car trash can from Mormino. This is one of the prints I'm using, and then the other one is a Gabby's Dollhouse. And then I have another one cut out on my table up here that I may get to, I don't know. I'll have to change my thread if I make it tonight. I've never made this pattern before, so pretty ingenious of our friend Lauren, if I do say so. So far it's coming together really quickly. It was quick to cut, and let's see. I think it would have been even faster if these first two prints I chose, one's a ripstop and the other's a cotton woven, so I interfaced them. So I had to cut interfacing and the fabric. But the rest of the materials I have picked out that I'll probably cut tonight are all like a waterproof canvas or waterproof cotton. So I don't think I'll need to interface them. And that'll go even faster. But I did these first because I had fairy floss in my machine. And I didn't want to take it off if I was gonna use it for these, so. But yeah, it's basically 4 rectangles, and you box the corners, and then it has a little hanger piece that goes in the top of it, and that's it. All right, let's see. She says to trim the seam allowance. responses, so I guess we'll do that. I guess I should have did my sides before I keep me company while I'm working. I'm on Fair and Ways. I haven't made that one. I want to, but with my show coming up, I'm focusing on stuff I can get done quickly for it. I like, not that I've been, you know, talking to anybody besides you now, and myself. I like the idea behind lives a little more. The pre-recorded stuff is just so hard. It takes a lot of time. I mean, Starburst. Oh, that's cool. Do you have a lot of luck with the commission? I like the fact with the lives too that you get to interact with everybody. Like, it's not just, I mean, tutorials are good for some things, but I do enjoy the lives where you get to talk to people. Yeah, after my first vendor show, I had a lady message me about doing a commission, and I told her I would look at it and get back to her, but I don't know, I kind of tore on it. But I guess if it did really well. Okay, here we go. There's Gabby's dollhouse. And then the solid purple is just waterproof canvas. And then that's really cute. All right. So now that I got some clips back, I can put these other pieces together. The whole point of this was so that I could batch sew them, and then I didn't batch sew them. Or at least I didn't with the first one, so maybe I was just trying to test the waters. Anyway. I'm hoping that these do well at my show. It's my first bigger show like this. The ones I did this summer were okay, but they weren't great. But it was worth it to go for what I learned. So that'll be helpful, I feel like, for this next one. But I don't know if I'll do the other ones again next year. And I can't say if I'll do this other one yet, to be determined. Let's see. I got all this stuff piled up over here, and every show will tell us new things. Yeah, you're right about that. I think I learned something new at every one of them. The only thing about the ones in the summer, the ones I did, they were outside, and it was so hot. Hoping that it won't be too bad for this one. And I totally did not start that in the right spot, but it'll be okay. I don't know what I was thinking. I can hear something outside. I don't know what it is, but at least the camera's not shaking around anymore. I'll have to remember that. The other time I went live, I had it attached to my table. And it doesn't move, so. Let's see. These little, Lauren calls them pants in the pattern. And that's kind of what they look like. They're funky to turn around in the machine, but coming together easy. It's not hard at all. She says to trim the seam allowances down, so I think I will on this because we're supposed to top stitch it. I'll have to figure out where I got this waterproof canvas from too, because it's not from Fabric Wholesale. And it's not as heavy, but it does have the PVC coating on it. I thought I had some more of Lauren's water resistant canvas, but I couldn't find. I only had one package that I found. Well, I guess in the solids. Hey, Amy. Do you want to come say hi? I'm live. There she is. My little soccer player. What you been doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Look what I made. Who is that?
Gabby.
Gabby? Who's your favorite Gabby's Dollhouse character?
Mercat.
Mercat? What? Mercat, huh? Are you ready for soccer practice tomorrow?
They're probably gonna cancel it.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
Because of the bad weather.
Yeah. Nicole says hello.
Hi, Nicole.
Now this part should be interesting because you're supposed to turn this, and I don't know how. Like, it's not this interfacing of We are in Alabama, Nicole. Ooh. Can't lay on me while I'm trying to sew. The tropical storm is in the Gulf right now and is headed for New Orleans. I haven't looked at the weather today, so I don't know. So this is what it is, but I used some really stiff interfacing that may not have been the best decision because I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to turn this now. Ah, there we go. I got it. Will you walk over there and get me my chopstick?
Chopstick.
Yep.
This chopstick.
Yes, ma'am, that one. I haven't, watching Ryan, I haven't seen that one. I think the one that was headed for New Orleans is something with an F. Francine. That's it. But anyway. Well, I may regret my life choices after this. This seemed like a great idea until now. I don't. Yep, Francine. I guess I will figure it out if I want to keep it. I don't know. I'm scared to like stab it, poke through my fabric. That would be sad. I spent all of 2 minutes. Sewing it together. Note to self. No more polyfirm or cotton firm or whatever.
This one.
I didn't think it would be that bad.
Hit the hole.
There has to be some kind of trick to this that I haven't figured out because this is rough.
Actually, I just got
Oh, I might be getting somewhere. I don't want to tell too soon.
one singular one. Yeah. Pick a singular one.
Hopefully
I think we got one.
hopefully I don't struggle this much with the cotton woven one. But I use the same interfacing, so
You use it when
I imagine it will be similar.
I just put a
I
little
might have
slit in some baking powder.
Spend 15 minutes just trying to turn this out. I didn't realize what a mess it was back there in my view. Oh, yeah, no problem.
This
I am up to 61 subscribers.
is a tricky.
I'm still trying to figure out how to turn this. My interfacing choice obviously was not the right decision. In my mind, I thought it would be fantastic. But alas, it was not. Or at least not so far. Now, after I get it turned, maybe I should. I'm getting somewhere. This. I bet Lauren makes one of these in like 15 minutes. And I'm over here, it's gonna take me an hour just to make one. And 45 minutes of it will have been spent turning out the top piece. I'm glad the waterproof canvas I put on the back is actually soft, because Lord have mercy, I wouldn't have got this if it was the same on the front and the back. Hard to turn. Have you made this pattern before, Nicole? Yeah. I'm thinking maybe just some cat and moving would have been good, but, or I don't know. I mean, I get having interfacing on this part because, like, this is the part that hangs around the seat. But then, I don't know. I got one side. Yeah. At least my print is going the right way. Oh, I couldn't imagine making this in vinyl. I would have never got it turned. How did I get that up in there? Let's see. Maybe.
And Mom, Emmett's going to the doctor.
Okay.
And he won't be coming back to school. Will you see if Gage will come and pick me up?
Chill out. Changing the turn hole. Yeah, I could see that. I'm struggling real hard over here. I made another trash can version, and it just had like a strap that you could make out of like webbing, or you could use whatever your materials were, and it just sewed into the top of the, like the top right here, and then when you turned it, it was, and it had a clip on it. So like with this, I really like the look of this one. But whew, I am struggling. I'm hoping my other version is much easier. But I will say, I think this ripstop with the cotton firm interfacing on it will be really nice for the backpack Emily wants me to make her. It seems like it would be, because I had never, I guess, seen ripstop before. Back up just a little bit. There you go. Thank you. And I ordered some from Fabric Wholesale Direct just to, I guess, see. And when I got it in, I was like, oh, this is gross. And I meant to return it, and then I didn't, and the window passed. And so I have it sitting on the shelf, and I don't know what I'll use it for. I saw someone post or say on a video or something that it was good for card slots, and I can believe that. But this one is printed, and it's a lot nicer than the other one I got. Like, it's sewed really nice. It's the first time ever using it, so. where do you normally shop from, Nicole? I know, like, the shipping to Canada from the US is so ridiculous. We have some friends that live in Canada, and they were here over the summer visiting. And after they went home, I shipped them a package, and it took it like a month to get to them, and it cost me about $80 US to ship it to them. But now, to be fair, it was a pretty good size package, like, and it had quite a bit of stuff in it. But then I made a couple of things for my friend and was going to ship it to her. And it was in like a really small box. And it was going to be like $65 for me to ship it to her. And it didn't weigh anything. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? I sent her a humongous package, and it was $80. I mean, I knew it was going to be expensive. I didn't know it was going to be that expensive, but this other package, I was just floored. I couldn't figure it out with, like, oh, I didn't realize Zipper Valley was a Canada shop. I knew Emmeline was, and I've ordered from Sand Fabric Creation. She has some really nice stuff. And I want to say, I don't know how you say the fiber company, but I've ordered from them too, because I want to say they have the really awesome, like, matte black hardware, like, custom zipper pulls and stuff. And it's so funny, like, for you to get packages from us in the US, it's ridiculously expensive, but then it's like not that bad to ship from Canada to the US. I don't know why that is, but let's see, what can I pick? Where's my screwdriver? There we go. Let me see if this will reach up in there. Trying to get this one corner poked out, and then I will have this turned finally. What's wrong with you, Skimmy Lou? Did you eat dinner yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it!
I need some McDonald's.
Okay. Well, it is bath time, ma'am.
When you think it'll be done?
I am going to finish this one and see how long it takes, and then I'm going to decide. But why? Do you need something? You just want me to come inside? Okay. Well, why don't you go get your shower and PJs, brush your teethers, all that fun stuff, and I will be inside before bedtime. You want to tell everybody bye?
Bye.
I doubt that I will. Whew. Feel like I did a workout now. Hi, Yvonne. How are ya? Making a car trash can. And you missed the last 25 minutes of me trying to turn these pants inside out and regretting my choice of interfacing. And I upset Emily because I told her she had to go in the house to get a bath because it is getting close to her bedtime. No, Nicole and I were laughing about that. She made her first one out of vinyl. And I gotta go grab my charger because my phone's about to die because I did put it on Do Not Disturb. But I forgot to plug it in. So let me grab my charger. I didn't make it fall out. Yeah, I don't get it. She comes home from school and goes outside and plays with her cousin, and it is, of course, up until this week, been 95 plus degrees in Alabama. And she comes in smelling like a sweaty puppy. I don't know where that phrase comes from, but it's funny either way. And then doesn't want to go shower. Hundreds here and everything is on fire. Oof, that's terrible. We are supposed to have bad weather tomorrow because of the hurricane in the Gulf. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be bad weather or just rain. But to be determined. Yeah, Nicole, she does not like to wash her hair either. She has a fit. And of course, since she's playing soccer, she is ridiculously hot and sweaty, and I've been making her wash her hair. She is not happy about it. I believe Yvonne's in California. Hey, Beth. Yeah, you missed the intro where, you know, I talked about how I might not be the smartest person and pre-scheduled a YouTube live for tomorrow when I meant to do it for tonight. But it's all good. I'm here. We're hanging out. You missed my buddy Emily. I had to send her inside for bath time. She was not a happy camper about it. I think more than anything, she's just tired. Oh, get it, Beth. You will do great, and I will watch you from soccer practice. Well, I don't know if it was the ripstop or the cotton firm, but that top stitching is a little questionable. So Emily may definitely get this one for the car. Now, I have to finish this one just so I can right sides together on the sewn exterior base, based in place. Yes, Nicole, you'll have to subscribe to Beth. She does awesome tutorials. And I think she films a new tutorial every day. I don't know how she does it. I have yet to make a tutorial for anything. Not 100% sure anybody would want to learn anything from me. But I have done a few videos that were pre-recorded, and the only thing that I got time for these days is opening my packages that come in the mail. So, right sides together. Yes. No. It needs to be right? Oh my goodness. Place the arms. Oh, I turned it. Cutting out a stalk to going to be busy. Well, Nicole, if you like mail openings, you'll love my pre-recorded stuff, because that's all I got. In fact, I have a couple of videos that I recorded in my phone right now, and I was expecting to get another. Okay, this makes more sense now. Yeah. Anyway, y'all don't pay me. See, I told you, nobody wants to learn anything from me. But if I want to make, like, you know, I don't know, a dozen of these for next weekend, I'm gonna have to get a little better than this. Yvonne, when are you going to start your channel? can all go live and have a party. I told Beth we could do a video to see who was the countryest. So. I mean, and the best part, Beth, I've never even asked, are you original, are you actually an Elizabeth, or are you just Beth? Yvonne, I feel that too. We have a crazy household too, which is why I don't have more content than I do, because between all the things, and then Emily's playing soccer, Chloe's in marching band, and football season has started, so that means Friday night football games. And then I, work a full-time job. But yeah. For whatever reason, I thought I had 2 more full weekends before my show. And my show is not this weekend, but next weekend. So we'll see. But yeah, I did a couple of mail openings, and I hadn't, as I was saying before I got distracted, I had recorded a couple of clips for another mail opening, and usually I just open them all at once. It's not like clips pieced together, because I noticed the last one I did, it didn't have as much editing, which was very nice. So evidently I'm getting better at it. But I don't know. I think I was waiting on something, and I thought it was coming like the next day, and then I don't know what happened, and maybe it did come or didn't come. I'm not sure. And then I just never posted it, and then I was like, well, this feels silly to post it like 2 weeks after the fact. Ooh, Yvonne, I'm so jealous. I'll be working the concession stand at the football game Friday night. And then, of course, my wonderful, amazing, supportive husband, who I lovingly refer to as Cat Dad, had a knee replacement 3 weeks ago. And it has been an adjustment for both of us because he spoils me rotten. And now I'm taking care of him. Well, sort of. He's kind of taking care of himself at this point, but anyway. Nicole, I may, by the time I make a few of these, be like, hey, let's just skip that top connector and go with some webbing. Some people, some me time with like-minded people. Yvonne, I feel that if I would probably be right there with you. Chloe and I got to go to the Sew Whatever workshop weekend. I did do a pre-recorded video of everything I bought and all my makes and Chloe's makes, and put some pictures at the end. And thank you. He would be very happy to have a speedy recovery. He is very much not a sit still and chill kind of guy. He's got to be outside, working on a project, building something, cutting the grass, whatever, you name it. And he hadn't been able to do that. So it was amazing. Lauren was amazing. Jess was amazing. I got to meet Beth in person. I got to meet Georgie. I got to meet Ashley from Six Stitches. Brittany was there. Thank you for watching my video. I'm a little OCD clipper. And when I sew, I like to have the flat part touching my table, and these are backwards. But I'm not gonna reclip it. I'm gonna go with it. But it's gonna bug the crap out of me while I do it. So I'm gonna tell y'all about it. Such a supportive environment. Yes, it was. Lauren did a video this morning of her recap of the event. I can't imagine what something like that must be like for her. I know it was a lot of work in a short amount of time. So, y'all, somewhere in this, there's a turning hole to turn it right side out. I don't know where that turning hole is because everything is sewed shut. Oh my goodness. Nicole, this will be the video of learn what not to do. gonna go with it. Because I did leave this small little section in the top. Just getting piping ready, still watching, we'll just be quiet. This will definitely be going in my car for Emily. She will be thrilled. She will not care that I didn't leave the turning hole in the right spot. She will not care that the top stitching does not look fabulous, or that her mama took 75 minutes to make something that probably takes 15 minutes. I was off to such a good start too. If nothing else, everybody shall get a laugh. Anyway, at least turning it that way was much easier than trying to turn the pants part. Yvonne, what class is this week? Oh wait, this class this weekend is Jess, right? Oh, it's the box. Duh. I knew that. That's gonna be such a good weekend. You are gonna have so much fun. I feel a little guilty that I did not do better justice for Lauren's pattern, y'all. Oh my goodness. And I got like a wonky thread right there. Peep it. It will all be okay. 2 of each project cut out. Go girl. Did you use other materials for your second version? Or did you get 2 boxes? My original plan for tonight was to sew Moondance notepad holders. But then as I was watching like a small clip of Brittany's live from earlier where she was prepping Moondances, I don't know, I realized I was basically out of Decaville Heavy. I probably have enough for like a base of a bag or something, but not enough for 15 Moondance. So I changed it up. Doing red buffalo check, black cork as an alternate colorway. Oh, that'll be fun. So since you watched my weekend video, you know that we played bingo, and I won. And I got this huge box of leather scraps. When I get this finished, I'll show you, because I didn't show it in my video. But I think I've decided after watching Lauren's video making the Sarah bag where she painted the roses on the leather, that I'm going to like patchwork piece these scraps of leather together and make a Sarah bag out of it. I think that would be really cute. And I don't know, I'm gonna start right here. Getting to shop Jess's cork in person was so awesome. I mean, so was shopping at Mormino, which this was my second time going to Lauren's studio. So I had shopped in person before. But just getting to see and touch all the cork and stuff was just cool. Great idea. Thank you. I would like for sewing it up like that, like after I get it all pieced together and all the pieces cut, to potentially do that like as a live sew, but I doubt that that will happen before my event, because my event is next weekend and I have probably much self-induced stressed myself out about it. But it's all gonna be okay. Take a class your first time at Lawrence. Yes, I took Brittany's NCW class in February. That was my first time to meet Brittany and Lauren in person. And then I met Yvonne at Wizardry in Texas. So, okay. Oh, and I still did it backwards. This should be the other way, because when it hangs on the, right? Y'all, I can't. It should go like this. Emily won't care. But now I know. Wizardry was amazing. Yes. Anyway, super cute. So, what do y'all use to connect your straps? The pattern says use Velcro. Okay, cam snaps. I think I'm gonna do that as well. I have a whole container of them. It was like a kit that I got from Amazon, like before I ever even started sewing purses and bags. And stuff. So this was the box that was on the table at bingo. And the only rule was you could pick any of the prizes, but you couldn't peek if it wasn't where you could see inside the box or packaging or whatever. So I let Chloe decide which prize that we were going to get because I had already actually won bingo once before. So she picked the box and it had all of these leather scraps. And I mean, and they're like, sure enough, real leather. Different colors. Oh man, that one is like butter. I don't know what. Oh, that is cool. So there's several pieces of black, some gray, lots of different browns, and I have no idea who brought this box. But it is full of all of these leather scraps. Oh, there's some navy blue. Well, gray blue. I don't know. More gray. A different color brown. But yeah, it's oh, that one's really pretty. This one. So, anyway, like I'm sure I don't work with leather a ton. My machine will more than sew it. I know it will. But I don't know what small projects I would make for these, so, or use these for. So I thought, you know, patchworking them together would be a really cool idea, and then it would give me a much larger usable piece that I could then cut into a bag and give it a really cool, unique look. So that's the plan. And I thought it would be good for the Sarah pattern. And then I don't know what I'll do for like, I'll probably do like webbing for the strap maybe. And I might possibly be able to get enough out of a couple of the pieces to make the handles. But anyway, so I didn't really get a whole lot of show prep done, but I made a usable car trash can, and I got to hang out with y'all. But I gotta go tuck Miss Emily in. It's her bedtime. So thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. When I can figure out how to cut this off.